rocking little world from the Bay Harbor Hotel in Tampa, Florida. This is a special Saturday edition of the Ellen Carrington Show. Thanks for everyone listening, and I hope you are well today. Thank you for spending Saturday with me, by the way. Right here, it was either late last night, early this morning. My brain's still having a few brain farts, but also had a case of white knuckles during the trip from Pittsburgh. Had a little stopover in Atlanta on the way down here. And if you'd like to peek at the Bay Harbor Hotel, I'll post a link to their website after today's show and maybe try to get up some photos along the way during our weekend down here. I'm still getting used to the camera function on my MP3 player, so let's keep my fingers crossed that at least most of these pictures turn out well. I've had luck so far. Right now I'm working off the man's computer in our room, and he was here actually first. He conducted some business on Thursday and yesterday and met me at the airport before coming here. Big airport. I got lost. Well, of course, I got lost at Greater Pitt Airport. I'm not a big fan of flying, to put it nicely. But yeah, if any of you are listening and eventually hear snoring or weird sounds or groaning in the background, he's getting some well-deserved rest. Later on, we're making a 45-minute drive to Tarpon Springs this evening. He's going to visit some friends up there who live in the area. Right now, the temperature's around the low 80s. It's not too bad outside our window. This is Mother's Day weekend. I hope all you mothers out there will have a good weekend. Oh, wait a minute. Just got an instant message on Yahoo. They're saying the temperature in Pittsburgh is only in the mid-50s. Oh, you. I'm glad I'm not up there today. And of course, they put a side remark of, don't rub it in. I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, it is great down here. I love it. It's a great place to visit, but my heart's always in Pittsburgh. So hopefully that's a little comfort to you all folks today up there. I knew it was supposed to be chilly up there tomorrow for Mother's Day, but my goodness, I thought it was going to be in the 60s. At least that's what they said in the weather early in the week. Well, but hopefully there's no rain expected tomorrow for Mother's Day, and I'd like to wish all the moms across the United States a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Enjoy your special day. Kids, no drama. Pick up your clothes. Don't sass. Maybe cook Mom a nice breakfast tomorrow. And speaking of special days, I'd like to pop in a side note and wish former WWE wrestler and current producer Billy Kidman a happy 39th birthday today, wherever he may be. There's a fan page on Facebook which is closing in on 1,260 likes. So if you have a Facebook page and you want to join the fun, be sure to check out the link. I'll post that as well. In the meantime, I think playing a couple of his old theme songs are going to fit in perfect. Here we go.
society, they label me a threat, but I'm just getting started, I'm not finished yet. Look me in my eyes, I can see your thoughts, all your ups and downs, all your little faults. Keep acting tough, it's gonna get creepy. All of a sudden you start to feel sleepy, but in these streets when you doze off, you wake up with your clothes off, ashamed, feeling so lost. Whoa, you see my crew, you know my style, victory is mine, you're going down. Cause in society, they label me a threat, but I'm just getting started, I'm not finished yet. Look me in my eyes, I can see your thoughts, all your ups and downs, all your little faults. Keep acting tough, it's gonna get creepy. All of a sudden you start to feel sleepy, but in these streets when you doze off, you wake up with your clothes off, ashamed, feeling so lost. Whoa, you see my crew, you know my style, victory is mine, you're going down. Over the fence, run under the bed, get down the block, but you can't hide. You can stay at your friends, sleep in your beds, free from your sins, but you can't hide. We get it poppin', baby. We give it to them, daddy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now make noise. Yeah, yeah. We make noise. Yeah, yeah. We make noise.
And we are back. And while the songs were playing, let's listen to the weather report here for a few minutes. Exact temperature is 82 degrees, and oh boy, they're talking about 50% chance of thunderstorms. Oh boy. Well, that should be so small comfort to you folks in Pittsburgh who are suffering through the mid-50s weather up there. So, while we're on the subject of Florida down here, and keeping in with today's theme, especially those who are animal lovers, you'll love these two little news items. In Tallahassee, police spotted a gaggle of geese trying to cross the road. And what these officers did when they saw these geese, they actually stopped traffic until the goose and her babies crossed the road safely. Only in Florida, how about that? Geese with police escorts. Hey, stranger things have happened, right? Here's another interesting story. A man here in Florida was apprehended not by police, but an alligator. Yeah, you heard me right, an alligator. Imagine this. Suspect managed to escape police while on a chase of some sort, but he eventually encountered an alligator near a water treatment plant, and the suspect was arrested at the hospital hours later, where he was being treated for injuries inflicted by the gator who caught him. He was charged with driving without a license and eluding police. Dumb stuff, all that for dumb stuff. Maybe someone should offer the alligator a job on the police force. Hey, nothing like being caught by an alligator, huh? Of course, I don't see any gators in Pittsburgh. I don't think anybody else has seen gators in Pittsburgh either. If you have, pop me a note. But I haven't in all my years of living in western Pennsylvania. But listen, in other parts of America, perhaps all of you have heard about this, but for those who haven't, One World Trade Center in New York eventually became the tallest building in the U.S. And it's the third tallest worldwide, once the workers placed a silver spire on the building. The new skyscraper is 1,776 feet tall, and if you missed that reference, the United States declared independence in 1776. So that blends in very well. World Trade Center is going to open sometime next year. It's located, you can look down, you see the memorial there from 9/11. They did a beautiful job on it from the photos I've seen. Very nice job. Like to see it when it eventually opens. And on to some next news here. Don't know how many of you heard about this. I find it a little, appalling. But speak your opinion as you will. Everybody has one. The floundering clothing retailer Abercrombie and Fitch, they recently stirred some controversy, mainly not carrying the size extra large or extra extra large for women, yet they do for men. In 2006, I don't know how many of you folks remember this, but CEO Mike Jeffries made a comment about, quote unquote, a lot of people don't belong in our clothes, and they can't belong. Think about that for a moment. This guy's like old enough to be most of the people he aims for their father, yet he's still dressing like a high schooler. So think about that one for a moment. But on a note, apparently he didn't get the memo that the average U.S. woman wears a size 14, and the plus-size clothing industry is a billion-dollar one. The irony? Abercrombie and Fitch is no longer as popular nowadays as it was once in its heyday. Gee, wonder why. I have a link to the article on the Forbes website if you want to check that out later. But back to animal lovers, if you own a pet, you may live a longer life. According to a study from the American Heart Association, pet owners suffer heart attacks less often. They also have lower cholesterol and lower blood pressure. Think about that. You got a dog, he's probably lowering your blood pressure. And dog owners are more likely to exercise than those who don't own dogs. You got to take the dog for a walk, or you take him on your jog or whatever. Hey, of course, if you have a cat on a leash, if your cat is leash trained, that helps too. Take your kitty for a walk. They do have leashes and harnesses for cats. Unfortunately, mine are not as cooperative. But in the United States, there are approximately 78 million dog owners and 86.4 million cat owners. Looks like us cat owners are outnumbering the dog owners thus far. Although I do love both. My apartment at home, not exactly big enough to accommodate a dog, so I had to go the cat route. And hopefully my pet sitter for the weekend is not tearing her hair out with those three up there, because I know they drive me nuts. They're probably driving her crazy in the meantime. So Sue, hang in there, honey. You'll get an extra tip when I come home. And speaking of money, you want to hear this. YouTube videos have always been free, as we all know. But a recent article in Time is reporting the video site is set to launch a paid service where you'll have to pay $1.99 per month, $2, not much, but still, you got to think about it. UFC, Sesame Street, and National Geographic Kids are among channels that are considering charging to view their videos. And they're the small-time producers. They're still NBC and, cable channels. I'm guessing these guys want to compete with Hulu or Netflix or whoever. And everybody seems to be jumping on this bandwagon. But still, $2 a month for certain channels, it's not bad. I don't even know what ones I'd want to pay for, but that's me. But here we go on this one. And this is probably all the one y'all have been waiting for. Feel free to weigh in on this. I often read and post on various special interest message boards. And one day this week, I read one a few days ago. And perhaps you men and maybe some ladies, if you can understand this, because a lot of us just don't get this logic. I'm sorry I don't. Jump in and answer this question at any time, whether it's right now or after this broadcast, but I'd love to hear your opinions on this. The poster on the message board asked this question, quote, when I need to use the bathroom for the dirty number 2, we all know what that is, I do my business, wash my hands, and I'm back out of the bathroom. When my husband or son goes in for the same reason, there is a stack of magazines in there about 2 feet tall, and they stay in there until they have a red ring around their butt cheeks and their legs go numb. My son has even commented that it would be cool to have a television in the bathroom. What's up with that? Why would anyone want to spend more time in the bathroom than necessary to get the job done? Call me weird. but I do my reading in the living room or while laying in bed and still have all the feeling in both legs. Well, guys, come on, what's big about reading in the bathroom? On a side note, one weekend when the man was staying over at my apartment, he comes in about every 2 weeks. He's still sleeping right now. So far, the snoring hasn't started. But anyway, he was in there reading, get this, the Sunday paper. Now, we all know how big the Sunday paper here in the United States. I don't know about overseas. But he was in there reading the entire Sunday paper. I kid you not. What's so fascinating about reading in the bathroom, I don't know. I'm like this lady who posted, I go in, do my business, come out. And speaking of crazy thing, we have about a few minutes left. And we usually do something called Pittsburgh Craigslist Craziness. Well, today we're going to do craziness. Tampa Bay version. So, let's pick up some ads before we blow out of here today. And, hey, let's go to Men Seeking Women in Tampa Bay. It can't be any more weird than they are in Pittsburgh. Well, okay. Here we go. Want to give me a lap dance. 47-year-old guy, and he's in New Tampa. In search of female interested in giving me some lap dances. You host, or I provide a place. Sounds reasonable enough. If serious and interested, please reply with some photos and please put jiggle in the subject line. I will compensate you for your time. White male, slim, clean, and calm. I like how when they say calm or sane or whatever. Hey, if you want to do a lap dance, he's in New Tampa, drop him a line. Of course, I don't see any. There we go. Another married than lonely. This guy's in Tampa, he's 52. You're married, I'm married, you're lonely, I'm lonely. You're passionate, I'm passionate. You're a risk taker, I'm a risk taker, you're both nuts. Anyway, you're both looking for someone in your age range. I'm looking for someone in my age range. You're fun to be with, I'm fun to be with. You're curious about me, I'm curious about you. Let's exchange some pics and emails and see if we can meet each other's needs. I am 5'11", about 185, professionally employed, and will be glad to send a picture with an appropriate reply of interest. I'm waiting. Okay. I don't know. I think that some of these don't look as weird as the ones up in Pittsburgh I've read. Offering a helping hand to a pretty woman in need. This is a 50-year-old from Wesley Chapel, wherever that is. Like I said, people, I'm from Pittsburgh. I have no idea where some of these places are. I'm just reading from the Tampa Bay. Times are tough. When the high level of unemployment, you might be pretty young women finding yourself in need. You may have browsed the casual encounter ads before, like you're doing now. Thought about doing this, but never had the need. There's nothing wrong with two mature adults taking care of one another's needs. Or you may have one or two experiences where you actually had a very nice time. I'm not looking for a pro, but do want to meet a pretty young woman who's bright, outgoing, uninhibited, and open-minded. I'm a 50-year-old white male and very easy to talk to, respectful, generous, and a gentleman. Please include a picture with your response. Thanks. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad. Yeah. I mean, I've read ones up in Pittsburgh where they are just totally disgusting. And then there's some that are hilarious. Okay. Now here's some ladies who want to hang out with a 51-year-old man on Saturday night. He's got a picture. He doesn't look too bad. He's in the Suncoat area. He wants to hang out tonight. Any ladies want to hang out Saturday night? I'm single and live alone. Want to know more? Mail me. P.S. I live off of 52 and Suncoast. And he puts his name there. I'm going to put his name. I don't want to embarrass the guy. But, pictures aren't bad. If I wasn't already attached, I probably would have hit up this guy, wherever the Suncoat area is. Unfortunately, I can't. But anyway, let's go for one more. Baby face cub seeks cougar for education and daytime fun activities. This is a 38-year-old man from Brandon, Florida. I am a baby-faced cub who seriously seeks to find an affectionate, compassionate, educated, friendly, lively, mature, open-minded, passionate, supportive, An understanding cougar for education and fun daytime activities during the weekdays. Well, we know what daytime activities he wants, don't we? Anyway, he continues, I want to be properly educated professionally as well as personally. I want to learn as much as possible as soon as possible. I am extremely eager to develop into a well-rounded person who has acquired enough valuable skills to be successfully professionally as well as personally. So if you're a cougar who has all the previous mentioned qualities, you are willing and able to provide education and fun daytime activities, then please respond to this ad as soon as possible. Detailed responses will be answered first, but all serious and sincere responses will be answered as soon as possible. Again, 38-year-old guy in Brandon, Florida. If you know where that is, hit him up. So we got in a little craziness today. Not too crazy, though, compared to the ones I've read from Pittsburgh. And Danielle's read from her show from New York or wherever. I guess, who knows, Florida guys are a little more laid back. Someday. already got attached with people, so that's it for me. Unfortunately, we only have a few minutes left, but I want to give a side note to be sure to tune in this coming Wednesday, May the 15th. We'll be back in Pittsburgh, and Crystal McCarrington and Canadian professional wrestler Joe E. Legend are scheduled to be my guests on Wednesday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, an awesome Mother's Day, and I will see you next week back in Pittsburgh.